Fermented foods versus probiotics. What your gut really needs. Are you spending dollars on probiotic supplements, hoping they'll fix your gut? Or maybe you've heard about fermented foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, and kombucha, but aren't sure if they're worth the hype? Well, you're not alone. Gut health is all the rage right now. But with so much info and misinformation out there, it's hard to know what actually works. Today, we're cutting through the confusion and diving into the ultimate fermented foods versus probiotics debate. Hey friends, welcome back to Octavius Wellness Center, where we keep health simple, science-backed, and, of course, full of laughs. Today, we're discussing something we all think about but rarely discuss openly: our gut health, specifically fermented foods versus probiotics. Now, if you've ever been bloated, had that uh-oh feeling after eating the wrong thing, you know what I mean? Or just felt like your stomach was waging war against you, you're in the right place. But before we dive in, like this video, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Do you take probiotic supplements, or do you prefer fermented foods? Let's see where everyone stands. 1. What are fermented foods? All right, first up, fermented foods. Fermentation is basically what happens when good bacteria, aka probiotics, break down sugars in food. Sounds kind of gross, but the result? Super healthy, gut-loving foods. Some examples of fermented foods include sauerkraut, aka fancy fermented cabbage; kimchi, the spicy, probiotic-packed superhero of Korea; kefir, yogurt's liquid cousin but way stronger; miso, yep, that salty soup base is probiotic gold; tempeh, fermented soybeans that actually taste good; kombucha, bubbly, slightly alcoholic tea. Yes, it has a tiny kick. Now, why are these foods so amazing? Because they're packed with live probiotics that naturally improve digestion, strengthen immunity, and even boost mood. 2. What are probiotics? So, if fermented foods are full of live bacteria, what's the deal with probiotic supplements? Well, probiotics are basically the same good bacteria, but in capsule or powder form. Doctors often recommend probiotics for restoring gut bacteria after antibiotics, improving digestion and reducing bloating, boosting immunity, because your gut is directly linked to your immune system. Mental health benefits? Yes, gut bacteria affect your mood. But, and here's where things get interesting, not all probiotic supplements actually work. The problem with probiotic supplements. Okay, real talk. How many of you have bought a probiotic supplement, took it for a week, and nothing happened? Yep, been there. The truth is, most probiotic supplements don't survive stomach acid. They never make it to your gut alive, which means they're basically useless. Solution? Get your probiotics from fermented foods. Studies show that probiotics from real foods survive better and colonize your gut more effectively than supplements. That means eating sauerkraut is actually better than taking a probiotic pill. 4. What's better, fermented foods or probiotics? So what's the final answer? If you want real, natural, gut-healing bacteria, go for fermented foods like kimchi, yogurt, and kefir. If you just took antibiotics or have a serious gut issue, you might benefit from a high-quality probiotic supplement, but choose wisely. The best option? A mix of both. The key here is balance and variety. Different strains of bacteria offer different benefits, so having a mix of fermented foods and high-quality probiotics can provide a well-rounded approach to gut health. But remember, no probiotic or fermented food will fix a poor diet. If you're still eating ultra-processed foods and loading up on sugar, your gut will struggle no matter how much kombucha you drink. Instead, focus on a gut-friendly diet with plenty of fiber, fermented foods, whole foods, and prebiotics to help those good bacteria thrive. Your gut will thank you. 5. Gut health hacks you need to know. All right, before we wrap up, here are some quick gut health tips. Eat fiber-rich foods. Good bacteria love fiber. Limit sugar and processed foods. Bad bacteria thrive on sugar. Drink plenty of water. Hydration helps digestion. Try a variety of fermented foods to get different strains of probiotics. So what's your gut health game plan? Fermented foods or probiotics? 6. The unexpected side effects of fermented foods and probiotics. Okay, let's get real for a second. We've been hyping up fermented foods and probiotics, but what about the side effects? Yep, sometimes your gut might not be ready for all that good bacteria at once. Here are a few unexpected things that can happen when you start loading up on probiotics. Bloating and gas. Your gut is like, wait, what's all this new bacteria? Digestive drama. Some people might experience diarrhea or constipation as their gut microbiome adjusts. Histamine reactions. Certain fermented foods, like kimchi or aged cheeses, can trigger histamine intolerance in sensitive individuals. Feeling amazing. Once your gut adapts, you might feel more energized, have clearer skin, and even experience a better mood. How to avoid the bad side effects? Start slow. Don't chug an entire bottle of kombucha on day 1. Mix up your probiotic strains. Not all bacteria are the same, so variety is key. Listen to your gut. If something feels off, Adjust your diet accordingly. 7. The ultimate gut healing daily routine. Want a simple way to keep your gut happy every single day? Here's the ultimate gut health routine you can start right now. Morning, drink a glass of warm lemon water to kickstart digestion. Eat a probiotic-rich breakfast, like yogurt or kefir with some fiber-rich berries. Afternoon, stay hydrated. Gut bacteria thrive when you drink enough water. Eat a fiber-rich lunch, veggies, whole grains, and fermented foods like sauerkraut or kimchi. Evening, enjoy a light dinner with protein, healthy fats, and some prebiotic foods like garlic, onions, and bananas to feed your gut bacteria. If you love tea, sip on some ginger or peppermint tea for digestion. Try a short daily walk or yoga. Movement helps your gut work better. So, what's your gut health game plan? Fermented foods or probiotics? Drop a comment below. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs a gut health glow up. See you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay happy, and stay fermented.